Well, it's worked out rather nicely for this episode. A double header versus Leicester. Hello and welcome back to Unemployed to Legend, episode 11, Club 3 with Norwich City. My name is Craig and coming up in today's episode, as mentioned, it's a double header against Leicester City, both in the FA Cup and in the Premier League. Both games at home, which is rather handy. Since you were last with me, the form has thankfully picked up. We've only done about 3 games, it feels like a lot more, but aside from a draw against Sheffield United, back-to-back wins against West Ham and Bristol City have made it look a little bit better for us in terms of the league. We're still only 10th, but that's fine. Remember, we're aiming for the top 10 this season, and it's kind of put us back in touch, thankfully, with the likes of West Ham, even Manchester City, who are managerless. Now, I am mentioning that because I did kind of consider maybe going for the manager's job, and at Chelsea as well, because I don't think they have a manager. Yeah, Neil Bath, he's their caretaker manager at the moment, and even Arsenal, Antonio Conte at Arsenal, he may be sacked or he'll walk away at the end of the season, whichever one. So there's a few big jobs that could be coming up. 2 of them are available now, but I do feel we have a little bit of unfinished business at Norwich. I think it would be too premature of me to leave Norwich right now. If we'd been here like maybe 2 or 3 years, I would probably consider it a lot more. But for the moment, we will tough it out at Norwich and see if we can take them forward anymore before I start to move on. As far as I'm concerned, I don't see Norwich as the very final team of this series, and I think there's going to be a lot more to come. Maybe not in the Premier League necessarily, could be in another league, Bundesliga, Serie A, one of those top leagues across Europe. But for now, we're going to get into the first of the doubleheader against Leicester. This is the FA Cup clash, the 5th round. When the draw came out, I was thinking, don't we face them in the league game? We do. How convenient. Since it's going to be the 11 that we are going to start with, we are missing a few players are missing. Ulysses Cantu, who's been in such good form recently. Unfortunately, he's suspended for this game because he got booked in the last one. So we'll be missing him for the first match of today's episode. Look at that, 8 assists in 23 league games this season. He is coming into his own now. He is certainly ahead of everyone else in terms of assists. And it's a shame that we're going to be missing his displays today. Well, in the first game. Christos Solis is also missing due to an injury. He's out for up to 3 weeks. Emmanuel Navarro, he is on holiday. He's going to be missing both games today. He'll be back after the second Leicester match, which is a bit of a shame, but maybe he kind of needs it. He is feeling tired, and also he's not really incorporating or really putting himself out there in terms of in the match itself. I feel he still has a lot more growth to do. This is only his first season in England. I think he's taking a little longer than Cantu to adapt to the country, so we'll see how it does towards the end of the season and going into next season. And of course, we all know about Lucas Gabriel. If you watched the last episode, you'll know he got a broken leg. He's going to be out for 3 to 5 months, so you won't see him until next season. So the 11 that we're going to send out for today's match: Nafor in goal, Adamola, Quaresma, Umubamida and Wallace in defence, with Styles, Pereira and Cáceres in midfield. Paulo Cesar will be the man in on the right wing. We haven't seen him very recently, so it'd be good to see how he matches up in today's episode. Scully and Weishall will be playing up front. Weishall scoring a hatful of goals, including the hat-trick against Bristol City in the last game. Very happy to see. Scully's turned provider. He's more of an assist man at the moment rather than a goal scorer. If he just bags a few goals every now and then, I'll be very happy. But otherwise, if it's Weishall who's going to be getting a lot of the goals, so be it. First highlight of the game, and it's after 2 minutes and it's already going to them. And we just about clear our lines, but not very far at all. It's just troubling watching my defence there. Not the finished article, nowhere near. You could say that about the entirety of my squad, to be honest. They're not the finished article. Obviously, we still struggle against a lot of the teams above us in the league. Leicester is also a team that we do tend to struggle against as well. Thankfully, Cáceres winning the ball there. There is Weishall, and he had a good chance to score. Scully is first to the ball, so it's not quite over. Danilo Pereira, but his shot is completely blocked. Free kick there. Paulo Cesar getting involved for the first time in a long time. I think, is Scully offside? Oh, I thought he was offside. No, but Weichel has scored. So, yeah, referee's running away. Very good start. 5 minutes on the clock, and we've actually got ourselves an early goal for once. I was hesitant because I thought Scully was just offside. This guy right down here where my mouse cursor is. Ooh, calls for... Ooh, well, there's no call for offside, thankfully, but I think we did get away with that just a little bit. I think Scully did get away with that. It's not like you can miss the man. He's 6'8". I've just noticed Callum Styles is looking very, very tired. I think he's just taken a knock. No, he's just given everything he has, and it's only half time. Fantastic. This is the problem with playing midweek games in the FA Cup. I don't know why the 5th round is in the midweek. It doesn't really make sense. It's the sort of competition that you should be playing on weekends. Okay, it means the game gets put back, but at least your squad isn't completely stretched thin. I know we have an international break coming up in a couple of weeks, but you know, I would like to actually not just rotate my squads, but I'd also like to rest my squad every now and then. It's worth noting we don't have the biggest squad going. I think only 26 players. The Scully is through here. Oh, I thought he'd scored that. He took it wide and I thought he'd scored. Oh dear. He should probably have laid it off to Weichel. Alright, we have hit the hour mark and Styles is probably going to have to come off. So let's have a look here. Cáceres will go as the central midfielder. Eggestein will come on and be the box-to-box midfielder. And who else are we looking at? Scully and Weichel are both knackered. Yikes. Weichel, I do want Weichel to be rested. Scully will probably be rested at the weekend. So Nani is going to come on. Gonzalo Nani, who we haven't seen too much of since he's arrived, but he's been more of a bit part player. Mainly because I believe Scully and Weichel are the more in-form pairing up front. But Nani will be the one I'll look for certainly in coming seasons, as hopefully I'd like us to grab a second goal here just to make things a little bit more comfortable for ourselves. And for my final change, we are going to go with Harvey Elliott, who's going to come on for Cesar, and he will go on the left hand side because he's actually more of a left footer, so let's try and accommodate him. I think it might help as well. Swap it over to the left hand side, keep the opposition guessing, because they're not going to expect it at right back. They're not going to expect a winger on the on that left hand side for us, because we haven't played one there for most of the season. There is Pereira, who is the deep line playmaker. That's why he's coming so deep, as Scully just doesn't have any energy left in him, does he? Bless him. So lanky. I'd love to see that. He is so lanky. He just stands out above everybody on this field. Oh god. Alright, Leicester have scored. I did not expect that, and unfortunately, yeah, that's not what I wanted. I don't know, is there replays? I think replays have been scrapped from the 5th round onwards, so if there is no replays, then we will just go to extra time, which is not what we want. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter because Leicester will be doing the same thing, obviously, against us, and we've got to play Leicester on the weekend, so does it really matter? Obviously, both teams are going to be shattered. I think they're more shattered than us. I mean, Scully is definitely tired, but we can't take him off, I don't believe. I don't believe we have another substitute, which is a bit of a shame. Quaresma, just take that down, man. For goodness sake. Let's encourage the boys, but Quaresma, you need to just take that down and just play it. Scully, he's still trying to chase, but he can't. Bless him, he can't. Adaramola, well, one back there and intervened by Harvey Elliott. Adaramola, oh, what a save! Oh, that should have been a goal. That was a great shot, but an even greater save. That was as reaction as you could get. And we are going to extra time by the looks of it. Yes, it's extra time. Oh boy. I think we get one more substitute. So make sure you get the win that you deserve. Good grief. I know we wanted a cup run, but we didn't want it at the expense of energy. Right, so who are we looking at? There's a lot of tired players out there. Matteo Lovato. Let's have a look. Mubamido and Quaresma are not the most tired. Sanabria, however, could come on for Adaramola, that's fine. Wallace will stay on at right back. So yeah, you know what? Sanabri's going to come on at left back. Scully's dead. Oh gosh. We don't have anyone else. Oh, Weishaupt and Cesar have both gone off. Do you know what? I think we're going to do it like this. Scully will be the deep line forward with Nani going further ahead as the advance forward. Elliot will be the attacker. Actually, no. No, have him as the winger. He can stay out wide. Sanabria can be... Or what we can do... Inverted winger. There we go. We can have him there. Nani on the left-hand side as the advance forward. Scully can drop deep as the deep line forwards. I know he's completely done, but it means he doesn't have to run as far. He can just be the link between our midfield and our attack. Let Nani do the actual running, and Elliot can be the one who cuts inside. Eggestein, Caceres into... That's what we wanted. Oh, so close. That's what we wanted. Just Scully to be that link between midfield and attack, and it was there. It was perfect, apart from the post. So close. And Elliot's corner was pretty pathetic. Okay, we have survived until extra time, half time. We're going the full distance anyway to the end of extra time, but looking at the stats, my goodness, we should be ahead. We should be winning this. My only hope is this is, well, by the looks of it, is completely drained Leicester of everything, hopefully, but we are completely drained as well as that ball. It's just a looping ball that I thought was going to go out. And of course Leicester take the lead, because what else? I don't see how a team can be so dead as they are, and yet they're somehow winning. I don't see how that's even possible. But we've been so inept in front of goal. It's been the story all season. Let's just fire them up. I don't think it's going to do anything because we're completely dead going forward. They're dead all over the pitch, but they're winning 2-1. Okay, final highlight here possibly, and even if we score this, it's going to a penalty shootout. It's just going to be completely random. Elliot. There it is. Oh! Eggestein scored. I think there's a call for offside. This is so vital because this is probably going to be the last highlight of the actual game. The cup dream lives. We're going to penalties. Oh, heaven help us. I mean, we've deserved at least that second goal. We deserved that. If anything, but we've just been very, very wasteful. Just about by Eggestein. He was just about onside. And penalties loom. And they loom large. Right. Who's going to be taking this? Eggestein, Pereira, Elliot, Caceres, Scully. I think we have no choice there, really. Who's better on the composure? Amoba-Midel. I think we'll have him go 6 and Amoba-Midel. I won't put him as the first 5. Everyone here should be able to take a penalty. Well. Hands together. Get the crowd going. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with that. I have faith in all of you. I mean, I have nothing more than faith, to be honest. I mean, this is a penalty shootout now. It's just pure random luck. What a save by Nafor. Nafor just gets us started. And he's hoping we can take advantage. Eggestein, the man who drew us level, takes the first penalty, scores, and it's 1-0 after the first round of penalties. Tielemans versus Nafor. I am so sorry, Nafor. I am so sorry. Oh, he almost... It's because I called him Nafor. Oh, man, sorry. I feel bad about that now. Danilo scores 2-1 after 2 penalties each. It's moments like this where I just want to sit back and just get myself a coffee and just watch this as it unfolds, as Ndidi scores for Leicester. Mark Scully stepping up. Need to lubricate my throat there. What a powerful penalty that was. 3-2 after 3 rounds of penalties. Conrad De La Fuente. This is a man I tried to sign last summer. But my goodness, he just steps up. He doesn't even stop. He doesn't even stop his strides. Just straight. run up, shoot the ball, score, see you later. Harvey Elliott hits the post. He's the worst £33.5 million signing I've ever made. Oh my gosh, Nafor. Nafor's the best £33.5 million signing I've ever made. It's amazing how they're both the same price. One of them was worth it. Take a guess who. And this is the last penalty of possibly the whole shootout. Caceres. Oh my god. We continue. The Nafor's doing everything he can, but he's just backed by complete incompetence by our penalty takers. Oh boy, who is it? Omobamidel. Oh boy. Originally it was going to be Quaresma who was going to take it, so it would have been a centre-back either way. I chose the right centre-back. It's the next centre-back who's going to take it. Right, Sutalo versus Nafor. Come on, Nafor, we need another heroic from you. He doesn't this time. It just puts us on the back foot. The Norwich fans are rabid behind our goal as well. My goodness. And it is going to be Gonzalo Nani stepping up. He hasn't scored for us yet. He's scored now. Now hopefully give him some confidence in future games. But that was a very good penalty. Badiashile versus Nafor. Nafor trying everything. Oh, God, that was a powerful penalty. Very powerful penalty. Nafor unlucky not to get to that. Oh, if only it wasn't for Elliott and Caceres just bottling it. Sanabria. It's all my defenders stepping up. Who's next? Wallace? Oh, God. I thought that hit the bar. And it's James Justin versus Nafor. Nafor looking ready. Did he not just move? Did Nafor just move out the way? Excuse me? I was right, it was Wallace. Oh my, I did not realise. I was just joking when I said it was Wallace. Wallace stepping up. Powerful penalty, scores. Now it is Nafor back in the frame of the goal again. The Norwich fans fall silent. He saves it again. He's doing everything in his power. Nafor is doing everything possible to get us into the quarterfinals. If we win this, if we win the whole FA Cup, Nafor is getting a brand new spanking contract. He can have whatever he wants. He's getting a contract out of it. Quaresma is actually stepping up now. And he scores and we're into the quarterfinals. Oh my. Valerie Nafor is the MVP and I will hear nothing against that. Penalty taking specialist. Let's give him more of the same next time. Yeah, we've got him in the next game. But do you know what? I've just realised this has actually gone quite a while. And I'm not going to cut too much probably out of it. So you know what? We're going to leave it at this match as a one match episode. And I'm going to do the next game off camera. In fact, we're probably going to come back. I think we're going to come back for the quarterfinal. Which isn't too far actually. It's on the 18th of March. We'll see who we get. In fact, when is the draw? When is the FA Cup draw? The 5th round. Quarterfinal will be drawn on the 3rd of March. So we'll come back for the draw and we'll see who we get in the quarterfinals. So we have arrived at the quarterfinal draw for the FA Cup. 8 teams left in the competition. Chelsea, Man City are in. Also the likes of Swansea and Blackburn. So a few championship clubs left in it. Actually, they're the only championship clubs left in it. So Blackburn, Chelsea, us, Tottenham, Brentford, Man City, Swansea and Wolves. I mean, it's a no-brainer. We want to avoid Man City, Chelsea and Tottenham. And actually, we just want to avoid the Premier League clubs. Try and get Swansea and Blackburn. I was about to say, hopefully at home. But you know what? I'll take this. I will take this as an away clash in the next rounds. Will Norwich come out? Oh, for crying out loud. That's the worst draw. Okay, so the championship clubs are going to cancel each other out. We've got a championship club in the semi-final. Big whoop. We've got a home tie though. Right, that's important. I would rather have Wolves or Brentford. which means we'll probably get Man City or Chelsea or Tottenham, but I'd rather get Wolves or Brentford. Oh. It's not the worst, but it's not the best one. I think it's going to be a difficult one regardless. I mean, oh god, oh jeez. Wow, they've lost once since since November. Ironically, that was against Leicester. Right. So that is indeed who we do have in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. We will be coming back for that match. We'll also come back for... We're playing double headers. So my betting is if we go through, we'll probably end up with like Wolves or someone, or Brentford, because we got them in April at some point. We're playing double headers at the moment. So we'll come back for the next episode, and it will be a Tottenham double header. Unlike this episode, which was supposed to be a double header, but I didn't anticipate that we would be having extra time and penalties on top of it. If we go to extra time and penalties, depending how long the whole game is, we'll just do one match, but I'm hoping we'll actually get a double header for Wednesday's episode. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button so you don't miss the continuing FA Cup run that we've got going on. I'd love to get to a semi-final, but we've got to get past that lot first. But thank you so much for watching today's episode. Thank you so much for your continued support on the series, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.